Hello, I'm gonna make coffee now because I like it and because I just woke up. I realized that I'm like a baby. I will have a temper tantrum, I will cry, I will scream, but then I go to sleep and then everything's like fine. This is what I'll be drinking in. I got myself a jar, a little mason jar to drink coffee in. And fun fact about me, I have in growing mug collection. It's a thing I realized I have. I love collecting mugs. You can say this is like a part of it now, and this is the jar that I'm using. And it's so cute. Look at it. It's yellow, and I've always wanted a mason jar out of which I could drink coffee. Have you ever had one of those moments where you think so hard you feel like your head is literally about to just like break? Because I have always wondered, how different would my life be if I didn't do something a certain way? I mean, imagine, like, what if instead of walking with my right leg first, I walked with my left leg first? What if instead of breathing for 3 seconds, I took a breath for 4 seconds? These are like stupid things, but they would make all the difference in the world. I mean, who knows? If I did any of those things different, I would probably be like, I don't know where I would be, but I'm sure my life would be so different because in my thing, I think everything is connected. Everything that you do matters. So every step that you take, like what if I hold this with my left hand instead of my right hand? What I picked it up with my left hand, how different would my life be? Now something completely different would happen to me than if I did hold it with my right hand. I make a lot of sense. I would take about 2 big spoons of coffee. I don't really like strong coffee unless I want it later again, after which I usually sort of mess up my measurements. Just wing it. Because life's all about winging it. Except I can't do a wing liner though. I need some practice in that. I remember when I first started doing a winged liner in 7th grade, it was tragic. I still have pictures from that time. My god. So I went out the day before yesterday and I saw a pineapple. The thing about me is I will connect literally every aspect of my life with any movie or show I'm watching. So obviously I'm watching Psych right now, 4th year in a row, and I saw a pineapple and I'm like, oh my god, Sean Spencer. And I found out this interesting thing that there's a pineapple in every single episode. I was reading this article from 2009 about the show, the Santa Barbara Times or something, I don't know. But turns out there's a pineapple in every single episode. And I've done a great job in the last 3 years finding every single one of them. I just didn't know there was one in every episode. Although I doubt that, because I don't think there was. Apparently at that time, if you found them, you could win a contest or something like that. Simpler times. If I had a resume, find the pineapple would be under special skills right after whistling songs. Because I can whistle songs really well. I'm just a multi-talented individual being. Oh my god. Okay, so I got these new lights for my room and they are amazing. Pink, obviously, and they're like these fairy lights. They're so adorable. It was like the second I got it and I put it up, exactly what my room needed, and my room was slowly coming together after a year of having it. It also meant that I spend an extra amount of time in there without leaving, because that's exactly what I needed. Another reason to not leave my room, which I found out I do a lot, is I don't leave my room at all. So that's probably why I get really scared when I see a lot of people my age specifically, but we can talk about my lack of social skills later, but they're so good. I don't like putting on the big light in my room, so I would much rather have a bunch of fairy lights and candles. I just don't like putting on the big lights. They're just stupid. So lately, I mean for almost the entirety of January, my TikTok has been filled with Pedro Pascal edits. And I don't mind it. I mean, I like the guy, but I was never one of those fans, who were oh my god, I worship him or whatever. But I mean, he's cool. I like him. And I haven't even watched The Last of Us, although I do plan on watching it. I just don't know when. But every single time I'm on TikTok, I find edits of him, which I don't really mind. Now I'm gonna take what I made in my cup and I'm gonna pour it in this one. I also have a very interesting experience where whenever I go out and I order coffee, because they never put sugar in your coffee, so I use 4 packets, and every single person I went out with who I've gotten coffee with has given me the weirdest look, you put 4 packets of sugar in your coffee? Because to me that's normal, 4 packets, because it's just sometimes they make it so strong And like, I don't like, is it like, I don't think 4 packets is a big deal. Now if you go to like 6, that might be a little concerning. I think like 4 packets of sugar in your coffee is normal. So this is how much coffee I have. Some might say it's adequate. I will respectfully disagree. So I'm gonna fill it up till here or here. It does look kind of different on camera. Wait, okay, so I might fill it up to like here to, you know, keep myself occupied for at least a half hour because I'm a very slow drinker and I like to cherish the taste. So my coffee is ready. I'm gonna see how it tastes. I can't taste anything. Wait. It's good. I think it needs a little bit more coffee and a little bit more sugar. Other than that, amazing. Oh, I've also had a lot of Matty Healy edits. It's the weirdest thing ever. He's taken over my life for like a solid 3 months. I don't know where he came from. I wasn't like a religious 1975 listener. Like obviously I've heard some of their songs and I've liked them for like 5 years now maybe or whatever. But all of a sudden he just took over my TikTok and my Instagram. He is an interesting fellow. I like him. Very like living on edge kind of person. I was like, what? And yeah. And now it's like Pedro Pascal, so you know, got like the full package. Okay, so these are my new lights and they are adorable. Obviously when like the lights are off, you will, you know, get the whole feel of the room. Although I don't know how much of it you'll be able to see because it's gonna be like really dark. Give my room such a cozy vibe. And I'm thinking of like redecorating in the sense that I'm gonna take some of my pictures from that wall, although it does look good, so I'm not really sure. And this is still my designated Marvel wall. I just need to put in, you know, more pictures. Hopefully my face will be up there too one day. One of the reasons why I like Psych so much, it's because shows like that really helped me with my observation skills. I'm a very observant person, so watching Psych and then The Mentalist, although I'm not sure how I feel about The Mentalist, I don't really like it now. But Sean Spencer likes it, so we're kind of the same in more than one ways. And it's really cool. It's like a superpower you can pull out anytime you want. And then after watching like 15 seasons of Criminal Minds as well, I do this thing where I will go out and I will just stand in a corner and I will start profiling people. And almost every single time I'm spot on, like dead, like right on the money kind of spot on. It's just like, wow, I can like, you know, very observant, although I do not have an eidetic memory, so that's kind of sad, but it's okay. I still got like a very active brain. Lately, I've been like avoiding social media like as a whole. Obviously, if like any Marvel movies coming out, I will disappear for like a month or like 2 weeks straight because I will avoid spoilers at every single cost. I just don't like Instagram anymore. I'm not excited about it like the way I used to be. It's just filled with like old people and just extremely like rude, judgmental, pathetic people. I used to post so much. Like if I like my memories keep coming up, first of all, I internally cringe every time I see like my old stories. If you think you know somebody who used to post and post, I'm like double that. But like nowadays, every time I want to post something, I'm like, but like I'm going for that I don't post on my story kind of thing. But I just don't. Even if I post anything on my story nowadays, I end up deleting it later because I don't know, it feels weird now. I used to post so many pictures and I used to get so excited to like edit them, put filters on them and stuff like that. Now it's just absolutely nothing. Like even like pictures from like graduation where I looked so good, I was like, oh yeah, I can maybe post this, or like some recent pictures I took. I barely take pictures of myself, first of all, and I thought I would like, oh, post them, but I never did. They're still on my phone. Probably will never see the light of day. But it's just one of those things where you look good, but you don't post pictures. It's kind of like that mysterious-esque kind of thing. Also, my Instagram has never been about me. It's always been like literally a fan page for all my favorite people. I'm not even joking. I have an entire highlight dedicated to Marvel, so that's how you know I'm like very serious about this job. And I don't want to delete it. I've thought about deleting it many times, but then I'm like, I can't deprive people of that energy, you know? And like when I'm on Jimmy Fallon talking about like my obsession with Marvel or whatever it is, you know, that's like a product of my love. And I literally don't have the heart to delete that highlight. It's just so important to me. So I might stop using it altogether someday, but just not now. But I'm really proud of myself for kind of limiting my use. Good for me. Hello, it is late, but this is my new diary. And I definitely upgraded from the old one because I could no longer write in the old one. This is my new one. I started this a couple weeks ago and I'm almost done with it. I have a few more pages left and it's crazy. I've never finished a diary this fast, but you know, sometimes it's just easier, actually a lot harder to just like write things down instead of punching people in the face, you know? My wrist hurts, my hand hurts, everything just hurts. But yeah, now is usually the time I spend at least 3 hours either doing absolutely nothing, randomly ending up on somebody's Wikipedia page, or just watch my show because that's what I do, you know? I am a night owl.